Good morning, my dear students. Today we will do the revision of chapter 5C, percentage composition and empirical formula. First of all, we will come to know what is percentage composition. If we are given a compound, then percentage composition of a compound, it means that what is the percentage weight of each element present in the compound. So percentage of an element in compound, how we will come to know? What is the total weight of that element in that compound, and what is the gram molecular weight of that compound multiplied by 100. For example, here is your calculate the percentage composition of various element of this sodium carbonate. Even if the question is calculate the percentage composition of sodium carbonate, then right from class 7 I am telling you we must know the atomic number, mass number and atomic weight of the elements till at least till the mass number or atomic number up to 20. First we will have relative mass, molecular mass of sodium carbonate. We know atomic mass of sodium is 23. Here are 2 atoms of sodium plus 1 atom of carbon plus 3 atom of oxygen. Then calculate it. Now 100 gram of sodium carbonate, if it contains 46 gram of sodium, then what will be the amount of sodium present in 100 gram of sodium carbonate? We can find it if you see the question papers of board exam from this chapter 5 A, B, C, D. You will have the questions, you will have the numericals, at least 3 or 4 numericals. For this year, this chapter 5A and B is excluded from your syllabus, but 5C will be there. You have to study these 2 sub-chapters, 5C and 5D. Then, one important thing is empirical formula of a compound. What is empirical formula? If you see, empirical formula is the smallest and simplest form of a molecular formula. This is C2H6. C2H6, it is the molecular formula of ethane. It is the molecular formula of ethane. Here 2 is common, or 2 is HCF. If we divide these two, it will be CH3. Similarly, C2H2. C2H2 is acetylene, or it is also called ethyne. 2 is common. After dividing by 2, it will be CH, or likewise this C6H6. It is called benzene. If we divide both by HCF, it will be CH. Likewise, this is C6H12O6. It stands for glucose. Here 6 is the HCF. After dividing by 6, we get CH2O. So, these simplest forms are called empirical formula, and if we calculate their masses, the carbon 12, here are 3 hydrogen atoms, it will be 1 into 3, so 12 plus 3, it will be 15. It will be the empirical mass. The mass of empirical formula is called empirical mass. 2 compounds may have same empirical formula. One question will be compulsory this year in board exam. If you are given a compound, and if you are asked find the empirical formula of the compound with the following percentage. You are given a compound, their percentage composition is given. Magnesium is this much percent, sulfur is this much, oxygen this, and water this. If you count it, add it, it will come to 100. So in the first column we will write the name of the elements, in the second column we will write the percentage composition, percentage of each element. After this we will write atomic or molecular mass of atomic mass, magnesium, atomic mass is this, sulfur 12, oxygen this. Now in the next column we will take the ratio, atomic ratio. Atomic ratio is what? Percentage divided by atomic mass. Here is your 9.7% is your magnesium, and atomic mass of magnesium is 24. So 9.7 will be divided by 24. Likewise, percentage of sulfur is 13.01. So 13.01 will be divided by atomic mass of sulfur. Likewise this. Now this is not an atom. It is a molecule of one molecule of water. So its molecular mass will be 18. And percentage is 51.22. So this 51.22 will be divided by its molecular mass. Now after dividing, here we get 0.406. 0.406. Here is 1.625, 2.84. Now among these four, which one is the smallest? Obviously 0.406 is smallest. Next is your simplest ratio. In simplest ratio, what we are supposed to do, we will divide all these atomic ratio by the smallest one. So obviously both are smallest. So each atomic ratio or molecular ratio is divided by the smallest. Now we get 1, 1, 4, 7. Then Mg1. Mg1 means this will be Mg1 Si1 S1 O4 7s2o, but we don't write 1, it will be MgSO4. It is MgSO4 means this is magnesium sulfate in which 7 molecules of water is associated. My dear friends, one more thing. Any organic compound, essentially it contains carbon. Without carbon, no organic compound can be imagined. After carbon, there will be hydrogen, may contain some nitrogen, may contain oxygen, may contain phosphorus, but carbon is your essential element. So all organic compounds essentially contains carbon. In addition of this carbon, the organic compound may or may not contain, so may contain hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, nitrogen, but carbon is essential. Sometimes what happens, we may be asked, see this example, we may be asked to find this is very simple language. An organic compound has oxygen this much, hydrogen is this much. Find the empirical formula. The question is saying organic compound, that means it must contain carbon. But composition of carbon is not given. Then what we are supposed to do? In the previous one, I had told you percentage composition. If you count this one, it will come to 100. So, for finding the percentage of carbon, we will add these two. 26.24 plus 4.92. Whatsoever it comes the sum, we will subtract it from 100, and that will be the percentage of carbon. That will be the percentage of carbon. Then after finding the percentage of carbon, once again we will proceed the same. See, here percentage of carbon will be 100 minus sum of percentage of hydrogen plus oxygen. Hydrogen plus oxygen, this is the sum of hydrogen and oxygen, so it comes 68.84. So 68.84 is the percentage composition of carbon. Now here we will write all the elements, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, now their respective chemical percentage composition. Now in this column, atomic mass of carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1 and oxygen is 16. Then once again in the next column we will divide this percentage composition by atomic mass. It comes 5.74. Here this 4.92 is divided by 1 will come 4.92. Now this percentage of oxygen is divided by atomic mass 16, which comes 1.64. Now there are three quotients. Which one is the smallest? Obviously 1.64 is the smallest. What we had studied just right now, we will divide all these three by the smallest. So this 5.74 will be divided by 1.64, it comes 3.5. It will come 3. This one will come 1. So here according to this empirical formula will be C 3.5 H3 oxygen 1, but atoms cannot be in fraction, it will be in a whole number. It will be in a whole number. So here same thing I have written. After when we find 3.5, 3, 1, so we will multiply by the lowest number, lowest natural number, so that they can be changed into a whole number. This simplest ratio can be changed in a whole number, no fractional number. So after multiplying by 2, it will be 7. Which one is 7? Carbon is your 7. Carbon will be 7. Hydrogen will be 6, and oxygen will be 2. Then what will be its empirical formula? C7H6O2. So my dear students, these things we must have in our minds, that this year there will be no numericals from A and B. All the numericals will be only from 5 and C. So try to solve the examples. Try to solve the examples, then exercise so that you can have good marks in your board exam. So after 2 days, after next 2 days, you are going to appear for your first term exam. Wish you all the best. Have a good preparation. God bless you all. Bye bye.